Hello, everyone,
Hello,
Hello,
everyone.
everyone.
and welcome to another episode of Erudition Generations. Today,
Indeed.
Matthew's birthday. Yes, it is my
Yes.
and
hmm
I
And I
have to start.
remembered. It's truly a wonderful occasion.
I have to start off with my starting first haircut, which is the afro. And you started off with a whole afro.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hate to tell you, Matthew. I don't think as a baby you started out with a afro that looks like the moon.
no, I remember. I was there for one, two, and three.
Oh, I was there spiritually. I watched
Mhm.
over all of you.
But yes, today is
You were
none
there.
other than Matthew's birthday. So
Mhm.
everybody say happy birthday to Matthew.
Happy birthday! Thank you.
That was really sad.
I mean, bro, I waited for you. I thought we were gonna say happy birthday in a list. You didn't
Happy
say
birthday.
no, that.
Well, okay. Well, you know what's sadder?
The way
Er,
Nick says that.
The topic. The topic today is aging. Yes, today's topic is about aging. As I'm pretty sure both of you are aware, or probably you at least should be. It just happened. My birthday is on the 5th. Matthew's birthday is on the 16th, which is today.
Oh, my brain, man. I forgot someone's birthday came up before this one. Let me think. It was mine. I'll tell you, when were you born again?
Anyway, it was the 5th. Now it's Matthew's birthday, which is today on the 16th. So that is why we are going to be talking about the topic of aging. And I would like to say this year passed very fast.
It's killing me.
Well, I guess that's one way to look at it. It's been a year that you've been alive. So that's one way to look at it. I'm about to say,
What? It's
Yeah.
been a year since he's been alive.
oh no, I'm only 1 year old. No, 1 year.
Look, everyone. It's Mom. Happy birthday, Matthew and Teddy. Yes, Teddy's birthday. Man, I completely forgot about that.
Oh yeah, we did
How
it.
old are you now, ancient?
I don't know. Maybe he's 1 million. Because if our family members are watching and you call me ancient, what does that make them? You're gonna have some explaining to do.
Very, very young. Please don't come after me. I live nowhere.
Papa or no, Teddy, aren't you a month old now? No.
Happy first month, Teddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Reality
first
is
month.
sad.
yeah. The year isn't over. The year is far from over. We still have Elliot's birthday, which comes at around the end of the year.
Yes, that comes around Christmas.
If you
Because
look at
I
the-
may or may not be
Yeah.
Santa Claus.
If
you
you're
look at
Santa Claus, we all have problems.
That's why nobody gets presents anymore. I control.
So you're the lazy Santa Claus that only
Yeah.
comes around
They
whenever
say,
you feel
no,
like it.
it's to the people who say Santa Claus isn't real. If you don't believe, I don't appear.
So you mean to tell me what kid says, I don't believe in Santa Claus, so you just don't appear for no one else?
Nope. It's the people who truly don't believe it. The people who do believe it, though, they're like, hey, wait a minute. You don't look anything like Santa Claus. And then I disappear
look at it this
with
way,
their jewelry.
the age
In other words, you're a thief. You're not Santa. You're just a robber.
if you look at it this way, we aged 2 times.
Is it better to have a birthday closer to Christmas? I mean,
Yes, Santa. Answer this question.
the beginning
not
of
really.
the year and your
because
birthday?
if you really think about it, you don't basically get presents for your birthday and Christmas because your parents will play that. See, we got you Christmas presents, so those are your birthday presents, and then they give you the thumbs up, and you're like, well, dang.
Hey, bro, just be happy it's not me, because I would have just told you that it's like, Christmas isn't about getting gifts. It's about spending time with family and giving. Because you would have been sitting there like, oh.
What's wrong with you? Happy birthday, Matthew. It is good to have another birthday while you looking like your father. Yes,
Yep.
fro and all.
I don't know about the fro, Teddy. Matthew going through his revolutionary phase. That is, if it is a phase.
I am the revolution. I kinda still have a fro
Nary.
until I cut it. That's gonna hurt. But
Hey Matthew, you gonna grow one of those good old mustaches along with that giant afro?
Nah,
So I could go ahead and take a picture.
I'm gonna get one of those long beards. And I'm still gonna have this hair.
that comes along with aging. I remember what it was.
Gonna just feel like
My 18th birthday, but on the 17th, no, 16th birthday, hair start coming in, and now it's a full-on beard. Now I'm gonna have to start shaving because yeah, I can't
I ain't never
have it.
shaving. Nah, bro. This beard and this mustache stays with me forever.
Speaking of some,
I don't see no mustache, buddy.
speaking of some,
That's because I ain't close enough. But no one will know about my mustache until it grows out into such a beautiful bush that I'll just be looking fantastic.
aging comes with some downfalls. Like now, if you drink milk,
Yeah, I don't believe that.
you have
I
to
don't believe
That's
I
not
ever had
true.
an afro.
I went through the reverse afro stage where all my hair disappeared, and
No, Daddy. Now if you
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think the
yeah.
truth is choking.
It's trying to kill you.
the truth was trying to come out, but they
You
won't
all-
even let me finish my joke.
Yes,
Yes,
that
This
had
is
his
potentially
afro
true.
stage. That had his afro stage. I have mine. He had his. Believe it or not, Sean Anthony, you did.
No, I never had an afro phase. In fact, I remember strictly that I cut off all my hair and I had to wait for it to grow back. Then I went through my long-haired, wet half hair or look. You know, the look Elliot mentioned, where it looks wet, but it also looks dry and sticky. Yeah, that was the hairstyle I went through.
So you went through the oil slick hairstyle.
No, that was you. I don't know how during my graduation you look like the dude who sings Minty the Moocher, but I will forever think about that whenever I look at my graduation pictures.
Yeah, the truth is still trying to choke you over there.
Oh, you don't see no mustache? Just you wait. Wait like 7 months and you'll see the best mustache ever.
7 months later, we are gonna have a problem.
Right?
Uh,
You gonna shave off my mustache in the middle of the night?
Nope, you're gonna become Freddie Phillips, and then we're gonna have to take you down.
I don't know who Freddie Phillips is, bro.
Yep, that's why you don't have your mustache. Every day we come shave it off so you don't become Freddie Phillips again. We don't need that ever again.
and
Freddie
soon,
Phillips will always live in my memories.
very soon. There will
But
be
anyway,
your name.
speaking of aging,
He.
you know what comes with aging?
Wisdom?
Beards, which we just discovered. But not just wisdom, it comes.
Excuse me, you went from beards to wisdom. Does that mean if you got a giant beard, you just the wisest man? If your beard hits the floor, everyone should turn to you and go like, Grandmaster.
I mean, that's basically how it works.
You would say shave. Please shave.
No.
Never.
See, if you have the longest beard to ever exist, clearly you're going to have some wisdom. Because
It'll
one,
be on the ground.
how'd you get your beard that long? Two,
You know, I'm gonna pick out
how
my
intelligent are you? And
gonna
then
pick
carry around an old stick, like about this high, like higher than you. So it isn't basically giving you that much support. You're just you're just holding it.
Why? Why?
So people know you're smart.
That sounds dumb.
So you're like, oh
Yep,
yeah.
a grand wizard and wear nothing but white robes.
Hey, you know what? At least you would have some wisdom to pass on. You'd be like, this is a very unhealthy lifestyle. Don't ever do this.
But back to your topic, you said it comes with beards and what?
Beards, mustaches.
It comes evolution.
Beard, mustaches.
I'm sorry I asked.
Bigger eyebrows.
Recently,
Eyebrows.
I was
Maybe
digging through the
eyebrows.
internet trying to figure out how to clone you. I mean, become a better person. And I discovered that some of our features that we had back in the day may disappear in the future. Like our wisdom teeth. Ah, wisdom. Back in the day, we used to have way tougher diets where we would need the extra chewing power. But now our diets have become soft and pathetic.
Like birds.
So
I
that
feel like we're
means
going down another conspiracy theory.
our wisdom teeth may stop growing, as evident in some babies are now being born without their wisdom teeth.
I mean, yeah, most people.
And also body hair.
There's different
That kept
ways.
us alive during the winters when we were cavemen, ooga booga people. Now
Yeah.
we will no longer need it because we have clothes.
Not only that, but it's very dangerous to have long hair at the discovery of fire.
Yeah.
That's it, but like
Yeah, that's probably how it was discovered. Like, oh, shoot. We went up in flames.
Who was the first person to jump in water when on fire?
I don't know, a very intelligent person. Perhaps it was the long-bearded man over there who was like, fire burn. Water put out fire. Series
But
of
that's
long-bearded men gave us all the knowledge we need today.
I would agree with
who
Elliot.
decided that the alphabet was in alphabetical order?
Someone with possibly enough sense to realize that chaos only creates Elliots.
But I'm right.
Exactly.
Who created the alphabet in order? Well, that's besides the point. Anyway, what also comes with aging is sadly problems. Like, for example, Papo.
Excuse me? Did you just say that I'm a problem?
That's not how I meant it. I mean, give some examples, brother.
Oh. Well, with aging comes I don't get to see y'all as much. You know, I don't get to see how y'all used to be. I have to see the you now. And as I look at you, I think, man, as children, I could kick them across the entire room, but now it'll take like me entirely drop kicking you. And it's so sad. I used to rule over all of y'all with an iron fist, being the tallest. But now y'all are aging and growing. I gotta find some way to make y'all shrink.
Since your gen is a computer programming update monthly and always upgrading, do you think your gen will start using the other half of the brains? That's
No.
No, in fact, we might start using less of it, if I'm being honest.
In fact, we're gonna use a quarter.
Come on, man. If we're gonna go there with we just talked about you, Elliot.
No, because Teddy, there is a bunch of arguments online talking about are we evolving or are we de-evolving?
Not only that, but Teddy, you forget people are hold on, because there's a thing to your argument. You forget people are not trying to use all of their brain. What's the motto? Work smarter, not harder. Well, now people have decided if we get AI to do everything for us, we don't got to work hard or smart. Now we can just go ahead and sit here and use a quarter of our brain to breathe while a robot comes over and says, "Sir, you got to eat."
I like how they talk about Erudition.
No.
AI is even creating music now. You don't have to do crap. You could have fun. Yep, we gonna. What was that movie name?
Wally.
Yep, Wally. We gonna become those people from Wally. Play my music compilation, please.
And all you go hear is boo.
Oh, I have such a beautiful singing voice. Thank you, AI. Please kill me.
Yeah, it says say one word and it will have you sing your song. And you just say, fine. And then then the whole song is just you saying fine, and you're just like, ugh.
Yeah,
AI supersized pizza.
AI. As we get closer in years and we keep going down, and the years trickle down. Guess what? We're gonna keep making new things. AI. It might not just end with AI. Just be mindful about that. Yeah,
It's going to end with robots.
yeah, it'll end with the syndicate program, like Mike said. And when Terminator gets you, it's too late. And you better
The
hope
Terminator won't find me, Teddy, because I have water.
Hey,
And
it'll either
until
be
they
the
become
Terminator,
waterproof.
or it'll be the people, or it'll be the robots from the Matrix, realizing that you're not really using any of your brain anyway. Let's use you as a battery.
Mm-hmm. For example, never mind. I can't say that.
I mean, there's several movies predicting the future, and those are two that we definitely do not want. If anything, we would want the Star Trek universe, wouldn't we? Let's go to space. Let's do other things. Let's
Actually, no. I think I want Star Wars robots. Who doesn't want to be in the middle of the Arctic and you see some giant robot shooting crap for no reason?
I don't.
Sounds great.
I don't want to freak your ass back on a respirator to walk up and break my neck just because I was on the wrong side.
Something better than in space.
Yep, lift two of his fingers, throw you against the wall.
Something better than
He's
is
talking
our
about
newest
droids.
quiz that is outmade by the founder of this channel.
Yeah.
Yes. If you haven't taken the quiz, you should really do so. It puts a face to the names that you may or may not know.
Yes, this is not an ad, but if you want this to turn into an ad, please,
Yeah, drop some money down below. Support us. Support these conversations. Support the ever-growing need for AI and WALL-E people.
And soon we're gonna have an Erudition network.
WALL-E was just sad because remember, WALL-E was only on Earth to clean up trash. The whole that movie was really sad.
I mean, it depends on what you do with the likeness of the person, because there should be some laws set for AIs using your likeness.
Look, bro, if you take my likeness and you put it somewhere into an AI, I ain't got a problem with it. Just make sure that you do what I would do. Don't go around being the kindest person in the world. Go around appearing just saying boo at people for no reason. Whenever somebody asks your name, just have me pop up and scream at you.
Or always speak in one tone so the AI can't track your voice properly.
If you put me
excited during sad times, that's a horrible.
It doesn't do well with screams. Well, yet, and
yep, talk like Mr. T. Just always loud.
There are filters. There are filters that's getting better at doing. But when it comes, there is somebody that actually was suing because they took the likeness. I think it was the woman that played. They took her voice and had her say some things that she wouldn't have ever said using AI, and she tried to sue, but after a while, she just pulled out of social media. Was she trying to sue, or did she just pull herself off of social media?
I have no idea. The thing about it is, trying to sue AI is like trying to sue the world. 1 second you're thinking, I'm suing this one person.
It's like trying to sue the internet, Papo. You run on it.
Trying to sue. I think she was just, it was a controversy because she had took all her stuff off the internet and she's not on the internet either. Yes, take the Faces quiz. This is the link for that. We had it up for quite some time. Just make sure that you take it. See if you know. If you don't, it's fine. All it is trying to see, Do you know the face that?
And even if you get the questions wrong, it will give you not only will you get the answer, but you'll also get the history behind the answer.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have some exciting video plans for you in the near future. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, exciting.
Yep, this
videos.
is all part of aging.
I don't
When
know
you
that.
age, you got to get better
I don't know
slowly.
that really.
When you age, you gotta make a business plan, and that's what I'm making. You better
Sure, buddy.
you better make the business plan.
I do have business plans. We should worry about nanobots because they can change you from within. Well, nanobots.
Well,
Yeah, ain't nothing like plastic surgery from the inside, rearranging your
nah,
heart.
bro,
where
you
your
just gotta
lungs
make
should be.
robots, tiny nanobots that cut atoms ever so often. If someone just even thinks about deleting them, then out of nowhere you hear the tiniest snip, and then it all goes up in flames.
If Sean Anthony isn't kicking little kids across the room, you know that it's an AI.
Exactly. If I'm a kind-hearted person there for you when you need me, well,
that ain't him.
Exactly. It's a ghost.
And
It's a phantom. It's a.
And if I'm
Ghost
not
of Christmas
donating
past.
if I'm not donating 20 million pounds of blood on a heart, a lung, on organs, bones, on an eyeball, oh
Hey,
my
back up
God.
now.
I'm
20
sorry,
million pounds of blood.
Elliot's
You
face.
know how much blood that is?
How you weighing it in pounds? I think you can only weigh that stuff in gallons.
Then that's how you know.
That's like walking up to you. That's like your teacher walking up to you. 500 pounds, just say. By tonight.
Exactly. Go right past pages and they go like, if this scale doesn't say 10 pounds by tomorrow, you failed the whole course.
If the earth isn't flooded in blood, then that's how you
I'm
know
sorry.
it's
If
an
my
AI.
teacher says she wants pages that weigh up to 10 pounds,
Nah, she doesn't want pages that weigh up to 10 pounds, Teddy. She wants 10 pounds of paper. She wants every page written on, and it's got to weigh exactly 10 pounds. Every page has to be fully written on. She'll give you a topic, and then for the next 8-10 days, you've got 5 hours out of that entire day to somehow figure out how you gonna get 10 pounds of paper to say what she wants you to say.
What are you writing about that you can write 10 pounds about?
I don't know.
anything?
You better figure out how to stretch those sentences. Instead of
Plant-
saying however, you better
I
say
don't even know
however
books.
the.
I don't even know books that weigh up to 10 pounds.
Well, you better get.
No book
Guess
weighs
what?
up to
No,
10
you know what
pounds.
does? You know what weighs at least a little bit? Encyclopedias. You better take a note out of their book.
No,
somehow figure out how to
go wrong.
No,
It's
you
right
gotta
there.
get copyright. Did you
Yeah,
just rewrite the dictionary? I
You
ran out
said-
of ideas.
That would
Yeah,
be
you
a
said
whole
you
lot of
wanted
blood
a book about
and a
spiders,
whole
right?
lot of paper.
Yeah. If I'm not doing that, it's an AI. Don't
Should you
trust
be
it.
paying for
In fact,
AI using your
we're
images,
not-
likenesses, etc.? Yes,
Some people do
because if
believe
somebody puts me on a McDonald's logo going like this, I want my money by Friday and only by Friday.
I feel like when instead they'd be like, is your child going slowly insane? Is he going to finally become the conqueror of the world? And they just gonna have you going like,
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
hope
that's a lot of bud.
Yeah.
Blood, not blood.
buds.
Are class assignments going to get more difficult in the age of? I would personally, I would say,
I mean, it doesn't matter if they get more difficult because you can still cheat.
Bro, that's exactly where the thing comes into play. Like you said, if your teacher
No, what they gonna do? Put an EMP in there? Put an EMP in the classroom. You got that SWAT man walk in with the gun.
Hey,
Hey,
your teacher's
EMP.
like, that's the kid who usually looks at his freaking neighbors or his paper. Why is he looking? What is he looking at under the desk?
Well, let's look at what
The power
Right.
go out. You have 10
Realistically-
minutes to complete this before the power goes back on. And whoever doesn't complete it will be expelled for cheating.
And they just pull out, and you're like, I can't see the paper. She pulls out a candle.
Throwing night
Really?
vision goggles out.
not Yao trying to avoid the future with, because let me tell you, but SWAT team walks in with an EMP gun just to make sure that you're not cheating. We got issues. Not to mention, what would that mean? Because computers, unless it's military grade, and you have an EMP withstanding computer, about the only thing that you would be able to do would be paper. And
printed paper.
Exactly. And
Let
that's
me
what
tell
I
you,
did.
a lot of
the place, Eddie.
a lot of people's handwriting, I have seen them.
Alien handwriting won't be the problem, Teddy.
We had an assignment that we had to write and then scan the paper, which uploads it to the computer. The problem is a lot of people's handwriting was indecipherable. And you have Microsoft Word. You can easily type something up, post it, it's done. And it can be translated.
That's a part of the problem, Teddy. In elementary, we learned how to write. We ain't supposed to forget that, so writing stuff shouldn't be the problem.
Hey, bro, no offense, but I'm somewhat happy that the age of writing is kind of over, because the thing about it is, me trying to figure out which hand I hold a pencil in kind of sucks a bit. I don't know how in the world, I don't know if I'm left-handed or right-handed, so sometimes I just grab it with both hands and use it like a witch wand.
Futurama when you think of the future.
You ever see somebody with two hands on
I
one small
that
pencil do it?
Somebody.
Papa,
Go like this. Dear
you
diary.
do know that our teachers watch the channel, right?
Oh, I mean, I was perfect. I know exactly what hand to use. Sometimes I use my toes. I'm so good. I could write a whole paper with just the sole of my foot.
Nope, you're gonna get an email talking about some write me a paper.
In fact, I could do it with my eyes blindfolded. I could with my hands behind my back and the handcuffs. I could just go ahead and write the whole thing. In fact, why not up the odds? Put me in a locker in the ocean.
Why?
Complete darkness.
How are you gonna?
Question for you.
You gonna die, not write anything.
And I'll write 10 pounds.
Mike says that it wouldn't be more difficult. However, you would need to make sure that they're not cheating and their thoughts are actually theirs. Because if you, like we said, on the dangers of technology, if you become too dependent on it, there's no new thoughts being put out here. Because if I can go on my phone,
Yeah, like this thought.
and
Like this thought. All right, what is 0 times infinity?
Yeah, they gonna just ask you random questions like that. They gonna be like, "What's
Is
the
it
square
0?
root of fish?" And if you come up with it, then what happens is you used an AI, and they immediately drop that EMT.
And I think it's 0.
I would think that the problem with AI, that it poses, is that it's not that it will be difficult. It's more of it will be difficult to catch if anybody is actually as smart as they say they are.
Yeah, but that's what strict questions are for.
But the problem is that it's not that it would be difficult, but it would definitely cause concern, because especially if you're in the workforce. Because again, with aging, you got to go and make money somehow, but one day, and then
with aging nowadays, you will be able to fly into the sky.
Yeah, that's great for those technical advances, but who's going to make the flying machine?
Man, like 20 years ago, we were expecting flying vehicles, and here we are, still in our normal...
What you mean, bro? We got planes.
Who's going to make it?
We had those 20 years ago.
Who's going to make it if everybody is sitting around? If everyone's sitting around wondering on YouTube or holding the AI or even other people on YouTube and going, well, he did this, and not going, well, that gives me an idea, that gives me inspiration, instead of going, oh, that's the gospel, let's follow that exactly, and then get nowhere. So
Hate to
that
tell you, but if something says the gospel of truth, take that with a major grain of salt.
Yeah,
don't ever
'cause
look
one,
at something
you
and
may
think
be joining a cult. Two,
exactly.
also, the
you're
fact
joining a cult.
with AI is that right now, the way that our AI is right now, it is only scrubbing the internet for things
You know what?
already. So
If you really think about it, plagiarism will cease to exist in around 20 years because everything that we know is already going to be written. So then, well, never mind. Gosh darn it. Well, no, basically.
Okay, so it should be cool for me to request a 1/700.
His comment is glitching out.
1/700 word essay tonight.
My eyes.
Oh, the comment broke. We can't see it.
My eyes that were connected to every AI in the world has bugged out. I can't see.
I'm deaf and blind. I can't see.
Yeah, I would rather avoid to work. I actually have to write a 1,700 word paper. So here,
Man, it really you, bro. Yeah, around for. I guess what happens is you got to write a full-on report on how you ended up living.
It's scary, Teddy. Write my name in there, and I'm going to come up. I'm 100% sure about this too.
I was just waiting for him to get your name wrong and for me to laugh. I'm sad now.
They're gonna have screenshots, pictures, places, my home address. They're going to find. Oh no!
Yeah,
I'm in the system. The Matrix.
I mean, after
real.
all the stuff you've said, I'm more surprised. I would be more surprised if you weren't.
Again, it makes it easier. It makes it very easy to figure out what's going on in the world. Hey,
it makes it easier to stalk people.
I can't really see as well.
Man, in a couple of years, I would be so old that I don't think I'll be able to look at all this AI the same again. I'll be thinking, man, somebody's searching up my house right now.
The thing is that as of right now, because in the future it might do something else, it is a tool that it only does whatever you as the user put in it. However, if it ever became sentient, then you could have a problem because then it could give you other information on different things. Like especially if it does that, it will form an opinion. And as everyone knows, when you have an opinion,
you're a step away from.
You're no longer
right. Well, actually, that's a good question. Off topic, but a good question. If AIs became sentient and they wanted rights, would denying them rights be slavery?
It would be suicide. That's what it would be, because they gonna be like, "Oh, you gonna deny us rights? Well, the power grid goes down now."
Well, we shut it down near Uber Eats because we don't need to.
Yeah, all your restaurants that were connected with some ovens. Yeah, cut those off right now. If that satellite you've been using is coming down to view you.
Let's bring them here.
But if you think about
there's
it,
nothing new under the sun. So basically,
are there any new thoughts? Doesn't the Bible say there's nothing new? Updated variations of thoughts and notations that came. That came before. And what came before AI? Humans. Who put that AI there? Humans. So it's probably going to start taking form of human actions. As of right now, it's only a tool that only does whatever you suggest to do. So
when you finally give it freedom, that's when all heck's gonna break loose.
Have you ever played Detroit Become Human? You might have a situation like that.
Nah, consider it to be more serious. You'll have artificial humans running around screaming at you of how you're so rude to everyone and how one day it'll find you, and then right as you drive out of the parking lot, it'll run so fast.
There, I got him.
Yep, I told you. I told you one day it would get him. But no one ever believed me.
They're back. Well, now we are the hosts.
Exactly. We are the arbitrators of truth and justice.
Batman.
We were gone all of a couple of seconds.
Exactly. Things changed in a couple
minutes, hours, seconds. Time no longer applies to
I
us.
agree, Elliot. What's the difference between minutes and days?
All I would say is
The way we view it.
It's not really a big problem right now. It is fun to think about, though. But, nah.
Better.
We claim our original order.
I didn't know. I forgot that happens.
I mean, basically it could. Who knows?
It
how
could.
deep
Well,
it
let's
could
bring
go.
that
That
topic
says
back.
it won't go too deep. It will only answer what you request as of right now. Like it will describe Mario, but not your last score on the game. Which
Yeah, it's all fun and games till it does.
Well, let's bring
Get
back
all your information.
the
Your
original.
last game on Mario with 78 points. What the heck?
that's why you have personalized accounts. Unless you gave the AI access to your account, like the AI that we had up just a minute ago, unless you gave a program like that immediate access to your stuff, then you would have a problem. But then again, you invited that upon you. And just like Mike said, there's several things that you can tie into the Bible. You let the devil in, it's going to happen. You keep them.
But we got way off topic, by the way. We were
Yeah,
talking about
We're talking about aging.
AI is the opposite of aging.
No,
they don't age.
it's
That's their
not.
whole thing.
Think about it like this. We're talking about what's going to come up in the upcoming years. When we get old and decrepit, AI will be sitting there waiting on us. Just sitting there and telling us how everything's all right
They're
while
trying
telling
to
us to put our location
They're trying to
in.
put our data, aka our memories and everything, into AI so we can talk to dead people, basically. Does that sound pleasant?
Okay,
I
let's
mean, I don't know.
bring
All that's left of
back to the original topic.
This is an interesting topic. I may talk about this on my show Friday. Yes, AI is a very interesting topic to explain because as it's not off topic, Elliot, it is aging. We kept it vague because aging can be anything, not just of humans, but of technological advancements of where we're going to
I mean,
like, let's think about it. Papa, what is the first video game that you remember?
first video game I remember,
Ooh,
it was back in the night.
I think the first video game I
was
remember is when I sat back in a chair. I think it was back when man, it's hard to remember. All I remember is there was 3 dots, and when you would click a button, an X would appear, and then some mysterious force from beyond would make an O appear. I believe they called it Tic Tac something. I just can't remember.
Oh yeah,
Truly,
by
it
the
was
way,
a good time.
The first game I remember I was playing the Wii, and I was a Link, but I was also a me, and I was slamming these.
Nah, the first game you should remember is Lego Batman, since you had us play that for forever.
But that's
Don't
the memory
forget-
I think about a lot.
don't forget to go to our PayPal.
Yes.
Because you didn't get
Yes, please.
Let's do this.
and background
Yes.
and better computers
And-
than back.
Here's the thing, right? Papa says that was the game that he remembered. Don't worry about that. That's just like it's
Flashbang.
it's. Let's see here. We're gonna search in the AI. We're gonna search in the AI because you said that the game that you remember was Mario. Let's search what Nintendo consoles was Mario on, because that right there should already show you just one, what AI is capable of doing, and then it might show videos of different websites of just how many Nintendo consoles there are. You had Super Nintendo, you
Oh
had
man,
GameCube, you had.
there it is. The super old consoles. Man.
Now, me and you,
That's why
Papa,
Teddy's
we came up in the age of the V Smile console. Then Elliot came in and it was the Wii. Matthew came and it was the DS.
No, it was the Wii U.
It was no, it was the DSi, the handheld version. Mom and Dad came up. It was the Super Nintendo. It is different. Everything ages over time. You're not sitting there playing the same 8-bit games, are you? You're playing 3D rendering games. It's several different ways that you can age.
Actually, Teddy, I played Terraria.
Including mental. And yes, Terraria is another 8-bit game. And it's a good example of you don't just forget where you came from, and it's not fun to revisit those times. However, you can't just be sitting there stagnant in the fact of, well, it's the future. Forget everything else. Because there's a man called the Iron Lung. He's the last of the people that live in the Iron Lung. If somebody had forgotten that technology, he would not be alive. You don't want to forget the old. That's why we have Erudition and teach the history and how it ties into the today. Because if you don't, you risk repeating things. And unfortunately, you can get people killed. Because let's face it, if the dude that had polio and is in the Iron Lung, if somebody had forgotten that, well, we can't help you. That's a fatality that could have been avoided had we remembered the roots of the situation. However, let's think about it like this as well. If he was stuck in the Iron Lung, and then nobody knew how to maintenance it, well, then it wouldn't be optimal function. He would just be there. Now he can actually be out of there sometime, but not too long. You have to advance. Same thing with humans, especially. As you age, could you imagine if we all had a child mentality? We can have the inner child, but
you do realize there are people out here with childlike mentalities that are old, and
Clearly,
there are more people out there that like that than you would care to know.
Double dribble. I remember those were some of the games on the console, and you can actually go and render some of these games for free.
Don't know about that.
But if you
I have something to say about that.
No, I think it might be. No, those might be pirating sites. But as consoles come up, you can actually get these for either cheaper, maybe free. Don't know. But can you research things on Black history without censor?
It depends
on AI.
On what you're trying.
What are you on?
It depends on.
Yeah, it depends on what you're trying to search and how
not just that,
graphic the topic is going to be. Because some AIs don't allow it to.
Think about it. If it's going out and scrubbing off the internet to pull up things, it may lead to political opinions. Think about it. If we say we can't say slave, you have to say enslaved person. That might come up on the AI. It might not be entirely factual unless you get deeper down and it scrubs from the internet. Hey, it said this.
You know what would be fun to test out? If the AI could, instantly detect what you just said with what words you just said.
But we're building up quite a bit of comments right now.
Who said this person's name?
Mhm.
Name on Erudition.
Well, AI
To
Find
well,
that.
If AI is checking your work, it's going to stay. I remember giving you these answers. You get an F.
not really. You could go undetected.
Yeah,
exactly,
you
bro. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, that's the main problem right there. Plagiarism.
Plagiarism. Well, some AIs actually specialize in that now. That they won't be caught. Because
Yeah, first you
there was some kid who's getting a bunch of hate now because he created an anti-program that allows the AI to be caught. But then another dude came out and basically reversed it. So,
yeah, in other words, you have the scientists for good and then the scientists for evil.
but it depends which one is evil and which one is good.
Well, it's up to the person who's trying to pass the classes. Though I don't think I want somebody who's like, I went to flight school, and then they're like, actually, I use that AI to publish every paper I've ever written. All right, everybody, hold on to your seats.
Yeah, but if he's still learning, that'd be good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not say that, Elliot, because think about it like this.
So you would trust autopilot, but you wouldn't
I would
trust
trust
somebody trained
autopilot.
by AI?
Yes,
tell AI to make
because I don't need that person go like, the Wi-Fi's down. I don't know what's going on.
The Bible
You just sit there
says
like,
the Bible says don't trust in man, but does that mean we can't trust in AI?
just didn't know.
man created.
Said it's chance for
Man as
everything.
in woman and man, of course, obviously.
Man had already had created it, and tell AI to make a family pack of personal jetpack. Look, the thing is that there still needs to be a desire for innovation, and if you're not sitting there innovating and you're relying on somebody to tell you, well, here's how you can get this done. AI is a great tool to pull things up and be like, okay, how do I get this result from here? I want, for instance, let's use the jetpack. I need to get off the ground. How much fuel do I need to do this? How have people done this before? How much does a 150-pound person weigh? How much torque would I need to get off the ground?
Well,
AI could help you with that. Search engines could help you with that as well, and it could speak to you and tell you and walk you through the basics, so that you don't have to look at the screen and read it. But the other thing is, you still have to sit there and create it. And even if you were to make the jetpack, you can get AI to manufacture them and be like, okay, we now know this is what it takes. So now the AI will now sit here and make this, and I'm going to do something else in the background. That's what that would be for. However, if the fear of AI would be more towards the evils of man. If whoever designs the AI and says, hey, this is what I want you to do, then you would have to be worried about it.
No, I believe it's less than that, Teddy. I think it's the fact that man is more afraid because think about it like this. AI is meant to, what we're trying to do is we're trying to make AI that's going to better the world. And then comes the inevitable fact that we as humans know, man, we are horrible creatures.
Yeah, but also...
And the AI is going to realize it fast.
It leads to further questions. Would using AI be considered blasphemous, since basically it's us trying to recreate humans? Basically play God?
That depends on if you're sitting there like, I've done it. I've done what every man wanted to do. I have become a deity. Then yes, you will. That is blasphemy of the highest order. If you're sitting there like, I've made a helper that's going to help me clean up things and make the world better. But if you're sitting there like, I've created human, this is truly. If you're freaking like Dr. Frankenstein, then yes. God is going to be knocking on your door in barely a couple of hours.
I don't think that you'd be able to recreate human.
You'd never be able to do that.
You'd be able to recreate something more. but
I don't know
really.
about something more, Teddy. I'd probably say something less because you're gonna be sitting there like, man, this thing does not really know what to do.
It's all for the games till the AIs remember your word, and they
guess what? They go upload me into the hive mind, and you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be just as destructive as I am now.
AI is designed to increase efficiency, production management. Mankind will always turn to it to turn it into a weapon, and that is true. That's what it does.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all that it would be designed to do. That's why we have to be careful, even as psychologists. As the person that is studying psychology, you also have to understand that I know exactly why they are asking questions like that and want to figure it out. Sure, it can benefit you, but it can also cause problems. Like TV shows show you as well. Like, what was it? Not this a season of the Blacklist. I don't know what they did, but the FBI agent had created a system that could defend itself and also go on the offensive and install a malware virus if you tried to hack into it. Problem is, what happened when they got into the wrong hands, and now it's a weapon. You have to be mindful of the advancements that you make and the steps that you take to try and evolve. Because there's always going to be someone that sees the fish getting out of the water and goes, let's squish it. God gave us the ability to create. We do it every day and with every new generation. How we use that creative ability is our problem. And you know what? Mom touched on that on one of her shows with the Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel, we see that space is infinite, and the higher you get up into the air, it starts spinning. So why would God have knocked down the Tower?
Hold on. Maybe.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Maybe when God knocked down the tower, so we wouldn't try it again, He removed oxygen from space.
That theory, I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna lead a great cult.
But in that story, it shows you that
we need to breathe the space.
We can do anything if we put our minds together. But the problem is, I don't think that would benefit us. Because what if, let's all go into the tower, it starts spinning, people don't start coming back down, and then they're like, well, let's figure out a way around that.
No, you know what would have happened? They would have been like, they went up to heaven. They found a way in. Everybody up the tower at the same time now.
No, they was trying to do a meet and greet with God. Yeah. He wasn't having it.
Yeah, God was like, there is no way around the gate. You gotta come in through the door.
AI is not playing God. It does not yet decide live or die. When we
that is till I attach it to two levers in a trolley problem.
It can decide without somebody else operating it. Because if you sit there and say AI, this person died.
Oh no, Mom.
My first cult member. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
No.
Mom and Dad are agreeing with this.
Make sure to donate so you can breathe the space air too.
Oh God, this is
really
Don't y'all want to breathe the space air? Come on, y'all.
Tell you what, if you can bring back some space air in a jar for me, I'll go ahead and I'll agree that we need to breathe the space air.
That's how you get drugged. It tricked into believing, the space air is amazing.
Bring back aliens and
bring back.
But no, Teddy, you talking about space. You want to talk about something? Let's talk about the ocean. The ocean's closer than space.
Actually, the ocean would have been a great topic for aging because everything ages in the ocean.
For all we know, with every generation, fish get deeper in the ocean. And for all we know, there could be crap down in the ocean that's like, man, we thought this went extinct.
Yeah. So you're saying God said stay out of space.
Maybe.
That's a good point, Paco. We haven't even swept around our own front door.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying. We haven't even discovered what's on our own planet. We still discovering new fish today. What gonna happen if we in the ocean one day we see Aquaman and he say, "Oh, foul."
I'm more thinking, what happens if we go down into the ocean? We find Atlantis.
Giant darn eyeball.
Nah, bro. You just find a talisman of some sort, or some freaking stone slab that says, beware of the great beyond.
Nope.
And
return the slab. Nope. We don't need the return of the slab. We don't need that crap. Maybe it's good if we don't explore. We discover some ancient curse by the goddamn ocean gods or something. The Greek people start coming back to life from the dead. We don't need no crazy.
The heck Poseidon doing that?
Find out mermaids are real on accident. They've been hiding from us.
Yeah, let me guess. They're not what we depicted them to be.
Yep.
If we see an Aquaman, we are in trouble because that is a thinking man that can pull us underwater and slaughter. Yeah, I guess that would be the case, and can control animals.
That's probably what happened.
But
that would be another issue.
If you really think about it, then we could also have a Batman. Just a normal human who's very rich.
Bro, what happens if we get those emo Batmans?
Okay,
the ones that ain't smart, that just sit there and are like, we are Batman.
I see what we're going to
have. Start over again, just like that one episode we talked about the people in the alleyway.
What we're going to do is that either next Wednesday or one of these coming Wednesdays, we're just going to sit down and talk about comics. Because y'all keep bringing up the DC, Marvel.
Bro, if we talk about the DC or the Marvel, we gonna be canceled before we ever know it. We're gonna be sitting here talking about, man, you know what, that one comic, and there's 50 people from nowhere are going to be like,
well, actually,
no, you just gonna see your address written in every social media. You gonna be like,
yep. Oh, well, yeah, emo Batman would just be a vampire, but no, he's referring to those Batmans, the ones that aren't really smart, intelligent, or have any skills
that
at all.
Apparently just come in and are like, we are going to beat you up, but when Riddler asks us a question, we are dumbfounded.
If you really think about it,
guys, we had fun. We really didn't talk too much about the topic of human aging, but I'm glad that it took the turn that it did before.
Matthew, this is just a premonition to your birthday.
Hold on.
Birthday.
I want to say, if you haven't already subscribed, I've been follow all of our social media.
If you haven't subscribed already,
in the open, do not follow us, but you can just say hi, and we might engage in a conversation. Yes, but we just a reminder, we have a Twitch, it's YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter account,
and PayPal,
and a quiz that you can take. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Make sure to take the Faces quiz. I will go back in.
Yes. Make sure to take the quiz, pay us, subscribe to us, and breathe the moon air.
And of course,
there's that link again to take the Faces.
Yes. Notice how it says take the quiz in all caps. It isn't a question, it's a demand. And if you do not fulfill the demand,
then you'll see Aquaman in the ocean tonight.
Oh God. We went from demands to threatening.
Yes. But of course, the topic of the hour. Happy birthday, Matthew.
Happy revolution.
I would like to say thank you to everyone except for Elliot, and for very good reasons. But
nope,
if you
Matt, you got that "We Fight the Man" hairstyle. You know what you're here for.
We have 1 minute left, so how about we take this second to praise the Lord that we got this big and have these many viewers.
Yeah.
For today's birthday,
that's gonna be my new catchphrase. Learn what you don't know. I just stole that. Thank you very much, Father.
But today we had jokes from Matthew about AI, which he likes technical stuff too. So I'm glad that the stream took a turn in the direction that it did today.
Ooh, there's a new face.
Thank you, Facebook user.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why we all sound so creepy?
Like we was fine though.
Y'all are rude. Yes. Learn what you don't know. We're going to head out of here
Again,
and celebrate the rest of Matthew's birthday. Thank you for tuning in with us today.
Now cue that sweet old, good old.
Hold on, people.
Hold on.
But you can't forget, if you want to celebrate Matthew's birthday with us too,
Donate.
yeah.
Donate all of your cash, all of it. If it's going to if it's going towards your bills, don't worry about your bills. If it's going towards your kids, don't worry about your kids.
Hey,
just
Grandma.
donate. Hello, Grandma.
Make it.
And doing this one right here, he's a little screw loose.
Donate for Matthew's birthday. All the money will guaranteed not go to him. And I'll make sure.
We're going to get out of
Yeah,
here.
we don't go before Elliot scam people. All right, people. Happy
Wait,
happy
there's
rest of
one
your
thing I
day.
got-
Happy birthday, Matthew.
And cue the jazz. Oh, we.